During my first 2 terms as a freshman at WPI, I completed GPS Livable Cities.
The shortest and best way I could describe the Great Problem Seminar is that it's a class that you take in your freshman year as a student that really focuses heavily on group work and trying to develop a solution to existing real-world problems.
It wasn't just, the teacher telling you what to do. It was more of you and your teammates finding new ways to work together to really find a great solution to these problems.
Our project was harnessing youth activism to bridge the Delmer Divide. There was long-standing racial issues between the North and South in St. Louis, so our goal was basically to use the new and upcoming youth movement to try and break down the racial bias that stands in St. Louis.
We devised a plan that involves focusing on changes to the educational curriculum to try and create an understanding and bridge the gap, as it were, between whites of the city and the people of color of the city.
It's very relevant in our country today with the whole Black Lives Matter movement.
Working on a project with such relevance and importance, it actually felt kind of empowering in a way, because racial tension, it's an uncomfortable situation and people don't like to talk about situations like that. So you have to make people comfortable with being uncomfortable.
The problem of institutional racism, for a long time, at least for me, has seemed very daunting and how do you tackle something that's embedded so deep? But I think working on this project and learning more about what's already being done has made it a lot more fathomable to me to be able to have an impact or to positively change the way things are now.
The benefits that I've gained from taking this GPS course were my time management and team skills.
Generally in teams, I tend to be more of a follower. In this case, I had to take a more active leadership role in a team, which isn't something I had often done before.
It did give me another interest in history. I plan on taking a lot more history classes my next year because of the GPS course. So we found out about the conference through our professor for the Great Problem Seminar class. We saw the topics that the conference was asking for, and we thought that our project really followed that same track.
I think our work was selected for the conference because our work is such a national and global issue, especially with all the Black Lives Matter protests going on now.
My team and I at HERA presented at the panel Cross the Border, Close the Gap, which was case studies of activism towards humanistic justice.
The issues that affect African Americans in America don't just affect African Americans, they affect all Americans of all races. So I feel I became more compassionate towards their issues and more understanding of their issues.
We were very pleasantly surprised to find out that we had won the HERA Diversity Award about 3 weeks after we presented. This award is given to a presentation that addresses either race, ethnicity, gender, or sexuality. If any of our proposals were to be enacted and find success at some point in the future, it would feel very validating to know that we were able to correctly prescribe a solution to a very long-standing problem.
If a senior were to come up to me, a high school senior, were to come up to me and talk to me about WPI and the GPS course and the Livable Cities class, I would definitely tell them to take it. I think it really does help you build your skills up. You're getting to learn and making friends at the same time.